Hey fellow travelers, Mark here with Wolters World, and today we're here in Stockholm, Sweden, and today we're going to talk about our kind of dumb ways that people waste their vacation. And honestly, a lot of it starts with your sleeping habits. That is, if you're sleeping in every day of your vacation, you are wasting your vacation. That's if your vacation's about going to explore. If your vacation's about literally sleeping in and doing nothing, then it's totally fine. But the thing is, if you sleep in, if you oversleep every day, and instead of getting out at 8 or 9 o'clock in the morning, you're getting out at noon or 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon, that's 1 or 2 less museums you can go see. That's 1 or 2 less sites you can see. Because most museums are closing at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Some close at 4 o'clock. Skansen over here, the outdoor museum, that's fantastic. Right now while I'm here, it closes at 4 in the afternoon. Like if you sleep in and don't get out till 2, you miss it. Right? So that's why I tell people, like, hey, get up and go, get up and go. If you get tired, go to bed early so you get more sleep that way. Because honestly, that's how you miss out of seeing the cultural side of things, because you're sleeping and you're missing it. And don't even get me started about some of the great breakfast buffets you miss out on, but that could just be my personal opinion on that one. I think another kind of way people waste their vacation, or at least waste time on their vacation, is when they stay too far away from the center just to save a little money. Because here's the thing, if you're saving $45 a night, but you have an hour commute to come in or a 45-minute train ride to come in, for example, you're gonna stay out at Potsdam, you're going to Berlin, you're gonna stay out in Potsdam. It's a 45-minute S-Bahn ride to get into town, like in certain parts of Berlin. Now it's 45 minutes in, 45 minutes out. That's an hour and a half of your day that you're sitting in a train going bum, 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 bum. Is that really worth saving the 45, 50 euros per night? I mean, it could be up to you, but think about how is your time valued? Because you're losing so much time in transit that if you think about it, if you stayed someplace for 5 days and you did that and you're losing an hour every day, that's 5 hours. In 5 hours of sightseeing, what more could you have seen? That's like 2 or 3 more really good museums, right? That you're missing out on. So that's something you kind of got to think about. Also, that transit time means, well, you might be missing out on dinner because to get back before the train or the bus or the tram stops, you might have to be back earlier. So you're not getting a chance to eat the nicer restaurants because you're out in the burbs. Now, another way I see people waste their vacation time, and this is only a little bit of vacation time, is sticking too much with the free walking tours. Now, I do not begrudge people for going on free walking tours. They're really good to give you an idea of the city. But what I've seen over the years is those free walking tours, they start with the big stuff. Like, oh, here's the really big site you want to see. Here's the site. Like here in Stockholm, they'd be like, oh, well, here's the Royal Palace and here's the Old Town. And then they wander more. And the thing is, when you do that, if you stick with it too long, like really, do you need a 3-hour free walking tour? Maybe the first hour is good. Don't be afraid to peel off and save yourself the other hour or 2 of walking around and go in and do something else. You got the main sites in already. And I've been on some of these tours where they take you by places where they're getting commissions for getting people to buy stuff. And that kind of sucks because remember, you kind of get what you pay for, and it's a free walking tour if you get what I mean. Also, I have seen a lot of the free walking tours, it's not always locals that are giving them. I was on a tour in Savannah, Georgia, and the person was from New York City, and their information was so wrong that I literally had to hold Jocelyn back from her, like, ripping her hair out from it. So just know, the free walking tours, they can be helpful, but don't stick with them too long. And talking about sticking with something too long, another way I see people waste their time on vacation is waiting in a long line to get that perfect Instagram picture. You know, it's when there's like the wings on the wall, or maybe it's the buoy in Key West where people are just, I gotta get this picture just with me, and they'll literally wait in line for 30 minutes, 40 minutes, an hour just to get that one picture. Does it really matter? Does anyone care that much? No, why waste all that time? You know what I do? I actually just kind of walk by it and there's people back there and I just do my little selfie or have my picture with those people in the background. There's this thing called AI that will take them out, by the way, so you don't have to wait. But I don't care if people are in the background. I mean, do you care that I don't have just me in the pictures? No, not at all. And that's the thing, is you're wasting time. You're missing out on doing vacation stuff because you're just waiting there. It's like when you go to Disney, you just like wait in line, and you wait in line, and you wait in line. It's not really a fun way to spend your vacation. And another waiting kind of thing where I see people waste time on their vacation is when they wait to get into that perfect restaurant, that famous restaurant. Yes, honey, let's wait for 3 hours outside so we can get into the it restaurant. Well, here's the thing. If you ever watch our videos, I never tell you what restaurants to go to. I tell you the food you should eat in different cities, different countries, so you can find a place that has that. Because honestly, there are some really fantastic restaurants in the world that it is worth waiting 3 hours for. But when you're on vacation, you're doing that too many times. Is it really that much better? Is it 3 hours of waiting better than the restaurant maybe across the street that doesn't have the line? And I see this a lot in the Bourdain effect, or diners, drive-ins, and dives effect, however you want to call it, where people saw it on TV, so I have to get that exact thing at the exact restaurant. There's going to be other options. So just be open to those things, to other restaurants that have similar food to the ones you want to have there. Now, another way you might be wasting your vacation time is actually before you even go on your vacation. And that is if you don't plan, at least have a rough plan of what you want to do on your vacation. Because I'm here in Stockholm. And so I knew before I came here, what did I want to see? I want to go to the Royal Palace, I want to go to Skansen, I want to get back to the Vasa Museum, and I want to just walk around the old town. I already had my idea down. Right? And so when I got here, I was at the airport, I grabbed the map, circled the thing, so I'm progressing through. Now, if I didn't have any plans before and I didn't do any research, I'd get here and they're like, hey, what should I see? What should I do? And I'd be spending all my time trying to figure out what I should do when I'm here. So instead of being here filming or walking through the town, I'm back in the hotel figuring out, what do we need to do today, honey? What are we gonna do? And so you waste time that way. So try to at least get a rough plan of your trip ready before you go, so then you kind of have it, you can like hit the ground running versus trying to figure out what you're gonna do each day. Oh, and then there's another way we waste time when we travel. And this is kind of going back to that, getting the perfect, the picture in front of the whatever, the wings or whatever. It's also spending too much time trying to get the perfect Instagram pic anywhere. You've seen the people that literally are standing there for 30 minutes taking, 100, 200 Instagram shots just to make sure they get the right one. They give it to their friend. No, do it again. No, do it again. Look, why? Why are you doing that? No one cares. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Okay, I'm an influencer. I'm telling you, nobody cares. Okay, just do this. This is what I recommend you do. Take 2 or maybe 3, because here's what happened. You take 2 pictures, one is good, one is bad. You take 3 pictures, one is good, one is bad, one is okay. And then you walk away. And I just saved you a half an hour of getting that right. How do I want to do this, right? And so think about it. I mean, it sounds silly, but these little things add up over a trip. And I've seen it because I've taken college students around and see them do these things. And I'm like, you just spent 45 minutes trying to get the perfect shot and you weren't happy with any of them. So you might have just taken 2 and walked away. And I still remember one student was like, that's a great idea. I'm like, you're welcome. It really changed their vacation. Their study abroad trip, because it really saved a lot of time for them. Now, another more serious thing I think when it comes to wasted vacation time is when people just don't take their PTO. They don't take their vacation time. I mean, I know my dad when he retired had like 5 years of vacation time left because he didn't take the vacation time. Look, I'm gonna tell you right now, you die, your boss is gonna fill your position within 2 weeks and they're just gonna go on with themselves. So why not take your PTO, take that time off, go spend it with your family, go travel, see places like Stockholm, go to places like Rwanda, go places all over the US, go visit your family. Like, use your vacation time, because you know what? Your boss doesn't care if you get to take it or not. They're happy if you don't take it. It's then, hey, more work for you, more work done. Yay, we're making more money. Not you, you'll still get the same salary, but whatever. But that's the thing, is don't waste it. You have that chance to spend the holidays. If you can schedule to get around other holidays, to get more days off so you can go out and enjoy life. And that's one of the big things. Don't waste your PTO. I mean, that's one thing I see my buddies, like, what are you saving it for? Like, what are you saving it for? Go and enjoy your vacation, enjoy your life, enjoy your family. Go see the friend you haven't seen forever. Heck, I'm flying over to see my brother-in-law in Latvia because I'm like, you know what? I got a couple extra days. Let's go see him, right? So do that. That's gonna make things a bit better. And then there's this one. This is where I see a lot when it becomes a friend's vacation. And this is doing someone else's vacation. Look, it's your vacation time. You should do what you want to do. How many times have you heard people say, oh, me and my 10 best friends went traveling and it was the greatest vacation ever? Yeah, not many people say that after the age of like 25. Just because your friends think it's going to be a good idea to have a good group trip doesn't mean you need to go. Honestly, don't feel like you have to be pressured to do your vacations with other people. You can do a solo vacation. You can do just a couple's vacation, or just with a kid's vacation, or take the grandkids with you. Whatever you want to do that, because it's your vacation time. And the thing is, if you're going to do these group trips, what happens like with cruises, everybody on the cruises problem is your problem. Well, if you go on a big group trip with your buddies, all their problems are your problems, and we all have that friend that brings the drama, right? So do the trip you want instead of waste your vacation doing someone else's vacation, okay? Now, these are just some ways I've seen people waste their vacation time over the years. What are some things you've seen? Put it down in the comments below so we can help other travelers not waste their vacation. Anyway, I wish you all the best. I'll say bye from here in Stockholm, Sweden.